Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. It's 9 minutes past the hour on this third day of December. It is Work It Out Wednesday. Welcome to hashtag Truth Be Told, Flash JD Live, your early morning get up, wake up. Your information, inspiration, motivation, conversation that promotes elevation. It is a special day today. It is the birthday of our residential reading is fundamental. Brother from another mother, Lamar Burton himself, the brother who tells you if you ain't in a book, you need to stop, look, listen, and get yourself on a reading mission. I just had to say it. Y'all give it up for the birthday boy himself. Because I'm never in here by myself. Never in here by myself. So y'all give it up for the man. Happy birthday to you, Sean P. What's happening with the Sean
Man,
P Experience,
thank
the Griot podcast? Man, that was off the chain. The interview yesterday.
you. Saw that?
Bruh,
You saw that?
what's happening? What's happening?
Man, what's going on, Joe? Man, thank you and the audience very, very much for the birthday wish. You know, the older we get, man, every person don't make it around that sun, Joe.
That's
Every
right.
person don't make it around that sun. So some
Right.
people feel like, man, I don't care about my birthday. It's another day. I don't feel that way. I am highly thankful and grateful to still have breath and to have life. And it's also my late grandmother's birthday as well. Happy heavenly birthday to my grandmother, the matriarch of the family. So I want to always put that out there too.
That's what I'm talking about. Because today, he tipping on fofos, walking in fofos, doing fofo mode. I'm just saying he tipping on fofo. Sean P, happy birthday to you, my boy. Happy
Hey
birthday.
Joe,
What?
I
I
had to
see
bring out
you. I,
that Grambler
I
boy. I had to bring it out.
I see you.
I had to bring it out.
That boy G'd up like he a G man. Let me tell you something. I love me some Grambling State University. I have extreme love for Grambling. I know a lot of folks feel like I'm a Southern Knight, but I'm not. I'm actually a Grambling Knight. I just happened to get a check from the Southern University. Congratulations to the new hire of Coach Marshall Falk coming to the Bluff. I believe just like Coach
That's
Prime
major.
changed
That's
Jackson
major.
State,
That's major. I
Marshall
love
Falk
seeing
is
it,
going to
Joe.
change
I
Southern.
love
Just
it.
get ready. Get
I
ready.
love it.
Get
Michael
ready.
Vick. Who else we got? Deshaun
Deshaun,
Lewis. Deshaun.
Deshaun, yeah.
I love seeing this happening. I want to see more of it, man.
Hey, you got Mickey Joseph was a former NFL coach. So it's good seeing, and we did have Stump Mitchell, and listen, I understand that a lot of folk feel a certain way, and you always gonna feel a certain way until the proof is in the pudding. But let me tell you something: to see the Hall of Famer from the Rams played with Aeneas Williams, who graduated from Southern University, um, from New Orleans. So he is a native son of Louisiana. To see him and to hear what he said at that press conference, which you can catch it on Swacking for Clout, it made me understand that hey, it's good to see him come back, and give back to the HBCU. I'm just saying, yeah.
We need so much more of that, Joe. I mean, I know for a fact. I mean, we're not oblivious. We can't turn the whole tide right all at one time, but the more we
Right.
get these guys coming back to the HBCUs, get some more of that. At least the three to 4 star talent to the HBCUs. Get some of
Right.
that NIL money or whatever. Like just start slowly getting it back over here, man.
Yeah, yeah. So look, it is 13 minutes past the hour. First and foremost, I will be saying it all through the broadcast today. Happy birthday, Sean P. from the Sean P. Experience, the Griot podcast. If you haven't caught the Sean P. Experience, if you haven't caught the Griot podcast, you are missing a treat, a diamond, a gem when it comes down to a brother who's interviewing some of the top authors who are black and brown in the United States of America and the world. This brother is not only dealing with folks that are from here, but internationally. And let me tell you something, it is informative. It will inspire you to pick up a book and read a book. Sean doesn't know. I listen to a lot of books, but I started reading more because I started hanging around Sean. And he influences me. Listen, let your light shine around folk. You don't know by your light shining on folks how your light will light something in them. So never let folks tell you what you are, what you ain't, or what you can and cannot do. You know, it is December. Sean, go ahead. It's your
Can I share something private, Joe? I want to share something with the audience, man. I was a part of an organization 3 or 4 years ago, a book organization. And they were starting to get Michael Eric Dyson, some big authors, right? And so I asked the head person of the organization, man, could I be the one to interview some of these people? And in private, Joe, the brother pretty much told me, he said, Sean, you know, I don't think you can remove yourself enough to let the author give their proper shine. And I felt very offended by the brother saying that because I feel so professional. If you watch my show or not, I remove myself from the show. I tell my guests, it's your show. I'm only the host. I don't mention my own books on the show. I don't mention my other podcasts on the show. I don't mention none of that. It is totally a spotlight on the artist. So I want to give the audience an idea of my mindset. Every episode is to highlight and uplift whoever the guest might be. Pulitzer Prize winning author, or you just put a book out last Tuesday. Come on the show. It's all about you. I just want to say that because I was told that 3 years ago, man, and I think I've proven that brother wrong. You know what I'm saying?
You have, brother. You have been, and Sean, I'm gonna say the best way I can say it, bro. You have been a blessing not only to me but to many others, man. You know, once again, and I'm working right now. Again, either we're gonna either we're gonna find a way or we're gonna make a way. But guess what? Once again, like I told you, this is the last month of hashtag Truth Be Told JD Live until June. But we're getting ready for Essence in June. And, you know, the person who was the former CEO of Essence, you know, my good friend, Carolyn, is no longer there. But I have new relationships with the new CEO, and I'm trying to get Sean not only just to be around the book area, but to be an individual to give some talks in the book area, because this podcast that he does is tenderism when it comes down to reading books.
Wait a minute, Joe. Wait a minute, Joe. Joe, look. I love that brother. I love that brother, man. I don't know who he is. I love that brother.
Because it's tenderism. It make it fall off the bone. I mean, it just fall off the bone, baby. The knowledge falls off the bone. When you watch this man's podcast, the knowledge falls off the bone.
Hey, Joe, I want to say something once again, man. You know, give me the most joy. It's not on camera. When the show ends and I press the end button, as you know with StreamYard, you and I can still talk when the show go off. After that be on the show, Joe, and they say, look, I've been on Breakfast Club, I've been on Sway in the Morning, I've been on MSNBC, whatever. They said, bro, you got something.
Yeah.
When they tell me that in private, they said, brother, keep doing what you're doing. You got something. Don't stop. That really filled my heart, Joe.
John, let me make you laugh because I was going to go somewhere. It's 18 minutes past the hour. It is December. It is the season of giving and the season of thanks. However, everybody's not happy. The holidays is not good for everyone. There are folks who are struggling. And right now, there are a lot of folks out there that are doing a lot of things for folks during struggling times. So last night, let me show you how God worked. Last night, I'm talking to them other folk, them non-melanated folks that I do work for, audio work and video game work. And one of the non-melanated folks had seen something that I used to be a part of and was wanting to make listen to me, $1,000 donation. Said, hey, Do I need to contact? Now, let me show you about karma. When folk do you wrong and treat you wrong, they don't know that sometimes while they think you don't do nothing, you might be connected to somebody who wants to do everything. So this person said, man, I ain't seen you post this flyer that you normally post. Is it still going on? I am a whole different Joe now. Because the old Joe would have been like, I would have ran it down to that non-melanated person, the beef, the situation, everything. I was very truthful to that individual. I said, yes, it's still going on. That person said, man, I need to make $1,000 donation on your behalf to that situation because you've always been a blessing to us. Just like I told him it was still going on, I did not go into why, but I told him I'm no longer associated with that individual, that event, or the individuals that are a part of an organization that I'm in this organization, but I'm not in their organization. Watch what this person tells me then. Well, to whom do you want me to make this $1,000 donation to in your name? Sometimes, Sean, you have to just think. And I told him, hold on. I said, give me 5 days if you can, unless you need to make it within the next 24 hours. I said, and I'm going to have a charitable organization that I'm going to let you do this to. And I said, don't do it in my name. I said, you're giving the money, give it. I said, I appreciate that you got enough love for me to do it. Because I said, if I were to give $1,000, I'm going to give $1,000 in my own name. And then it hit me. That's what I need to do. So I told the person, you going to give a G, I'm going to give a G. And we're going to be both thanking the Lord that we were able to give. And it had me a little bit messed up because I was like, you did hear what you just said. I said, yeah, I heard what I said. I said, because I'm either going to find a way, I'm going to make a way, because God always makes it happen. This right here is going on. Even, hold it, watch this. God allows the situation to happen to reveal to you who people are. Now, sometimes you sitting there thinking you rolling with your people, Sean, and your people ain't your people. God didn't make them people turn their back on you. God didn't make them people all of a sudden do you wrong or not treat you right. God allowed that to happen to show you who they are and for you to realize who you are and who you need to depend on. Stop depending on people and depend on yourself and him. Like I said yesterday, and it really clicked on some people because it must have touched some people's hearts. Some people called me and said, man, I thought me not being a part of whatever would make you stop doing whatever. I said, bro, I'm a bus driver. The bus driver don't stop driving the bus route because don't nobody get on the bus. The bus route stays the bus route until the people who own the bus, fund the bus, and fuel the bus say they no longer gonna do it. I said, my bus is, hold it, wait, I'm gonna say this and it's all yours because it's your birthday. My bus is funded, fuel, and the route is sanctified and solidified by God, not by me. That's all I gotta say. Shine, the mic's yours.
Yeah, I just want to say that the route is the route, man. The route is the route. It's like football. Joe, if you're a wide receiver and you go out there for the next 10 plays and the ball not going your way, you still got to run your route.
Hold it. And you got to run it as if he's throwing your way. Because, hey, because the moment you don't, hold it. The moment you don't run it like he's supposed to be throwing your way, guess what? The person defending you says, oh, you the decoy. See, that's how you lose a game, not playing to your full potential. Good morning, everybody. Everybody, it is Sean P's birthday. I want everybody to tell Sean P happy birthday. He is tipping on fofos, walking through photos, looking out for FOMO, about to get 4 million. We putting
Joe,
foes all in the thing today.
hey Joe, you know the
Mhm.
scariest prayer that I dare somebody to pray this prayer. Be careful. You
Mm,
pray to God to please remove from me
mm.
what's not supposed to be around me. Remove from me the people that's not supposed to be here. Remove from me the energy and the entities that's not from you. And you're gonna be by yourself, probably.
Don,
It's gonna be very lonely. It's gonna be crickets.
Don
So be
P,
careful what you pray for.
22 hours ago. 22 hours ago on my social media feed. Because if you don't catch it, see, I got Brother Eddie Barnett. Brother Eddie Barnett, he also has a Hey You where he prays daily, very short prayers. If you need somebody to inspire you in prayer, check out Eddie Barnett. He got a great thing he does on Facebook, Instagram. I think he does it on YouTube also where he prays. And it's very short, quick prayers, but those prayers are enlightening, they're uplifting. And if you're a type person who you yourself, because some of us can't pray, like some folks just can't pray. There's some things you can't do. You need to. Jamila Gooden, remember that name. Jamila Gooden, Pastor Jamila Gooden. I love Pastor Jamila Gooden. I love her husband. Those are good friends of mine. Jamila has the Car Chronicles. If y'all want to hear, if y'all want to hear good teaching from the Bible, I highly recommend her. But yesterday, when you were talking about the prayer, yesterday I wrote this on Facebook. I said, "Dear God, help me release anything and anyone you have removed from my life." Now look, God take people out your life. You the one that try to hold on to them when God said, "I have released you from this thing." I said, "Give me the wisdom to recognize when the season has ended and the courage to let go without fear or regret. Remind me that my worth," listen to this, "remind me that my worth is not defined by who stays or leaves, but by your unwavering love for me." So guess what? Regardless who came in my life, stayed in my life, or got out of my life, had nothing to do with me. Guess what is constant? I can be bad. I can lie. I can steal. I can deal dope. I can kill. I can have 34 felons. I can be one of the worst. I cannot pay people, but guess what? God still love me. See, at my worst, while you talking about me, God still loving me. At my worst, while you over there talking about, "Oh man, I don't mess with Joe. Forget Joe. Joe this, Joe that." God still loves me. See, because God loved you when you were at your worst. See, because I said it yesterday and I'm gonna say it again. To be exact, I'm working on trying to go, well, be exact. Let's not say what I'm trying to do, but just know this. Because nobody knows where the nose goes when the doors close. So just because you out here talking about how dirty my drawers is, nobody knows how your drawers look when you pull your drawers off. Okay? So I also wrote, prune what distracts me, break what delays me, and clear a way that no longer serves your purpose in my life. In other words, if it ain't coming from you, connected to you, working for you, getting it to you, I don't need to be about that, God. I said, guide me into new things that you are doing and keep my heart open, trusting, and willing to follow your lead. In other words, God, if you tell me to do it, no matter how dumb it sounds, I'm going to do it. Hi, I'm God. How do I know you, God? Well, let me tell you something. You know, it ain't rained in a long time. Yeah, I know that, man. But hold on. Let me finish this gin and juice while you talking to me. You sure that's you, man, or the gin and juice? No, it's me. Okay, let me finish this gin and juice. And after I finish this gin and juice, I'm going to do a couple of Moscow mules. What you need me to do? I need you. You know, it ain't rained in a while. I need you to start building an ark. A what? Yeah, I need you to go get some wood and build a boat, because when it starts raining, it's going to rain and it ain't going to stop. Man, I'm a drunk. What you mean? But yeah, but you're a hell of a shipbuilder too. Okay, I hear you, man. So you gonna use me to do what? I'm gonna use you to save everybody. To be exact, you and your drunk ass, I need to get your family, because your family only family gonna be saved. And I need you to get two of everything, where two of everything can come back when everything is gone. Well, wait a minute. I'm hold it. So then folks, see, you don't know who God gonna use. See, because I'm pretty sure the aristocrats of that town walked by drunk Noah and said, he a drunk. Yeah, he a pretty good shipbuilder when he's sober, but he a drunk. He ain't about nothing. Yeah, him being about nothing saved him, his family, and two of everything that he said. See, stop trying to tell God who to save, because you don't know who God gonna save or why God gonna save him. Happy birthday, Sean P. Let me say it again. Happy
Now,
birthday.
Joe, for the PhD class, what if when you praying to remove all of these things, the biggest enemy is yourself?
Then get ready. Get ready for yourself to go through some things. Because guess what? I prayed a lot of prayers lately, and I've spent a lot of lonely nights. I spent a lot of times that I haven't talked to friends, so-called friends, blood family, because they mind wasn't right either. See, you got to understand, when you start asking for you to change, it's hard to change, because some folks are comfortable with you not being nothing but who you are, because who you are make them look good. See, you being a mess make them look like a superstar. So you can't rise above being a mess, because you being a mess, proves them wrong, and they can't be wrong, because you got certain folks, especially black and brown folks, when they write you off, everybody got to write you off. I'm no law. I don't associate with that person no more. And since you associate with me, you have to make a choice. See, stop telling people choices they got to make, because guess what? God has the final word. Oh, I'm not preaching, nor am I a preacher. So look, you don't see a Cash App running. You don't hear me talking about we're gonna pass the plate. We just giving you, as Sean would say, the PhD class. Speaking of which, I'm out of school for a minute. Ooh, it feels so good. Lord
And
have
Joe,
mercy.
I'm noticing a whole lot lately. What if the people to remove is your actual family? That's the hardest to remove. Your actual blood could be the actual hindrance or the obstacle. That's way different than somebody, an associate, a co-worker. When it's the actual
Well,
people you grow up with.
John, I done had wife, children. I always go back to my beginning, because let me be transparent. This is good. Somebody needs to hear this. When Lucy Mae Jackson, and I can call my mother's name out, my biological mother, the mother that I spent 9 months in her womb. When Lucy Mae Jackson birthed me and discarded me like I was trash, I never stopped loving Lucy Mae Jackson. Somebody need to catch this. I'm trying to hold tears back, Sean. It taught me a valuable lesson. People can throw you away. It don't change how you feel about it. And it's crazy that sometimes you'll give more love to those who throw you away than those who really love you. People do what people do, and Sean, you can't stop them from doing what they do. All you can do is either forgive them and move on, or you can sit there and hold that for the rest of your life and carry that weight, and it will literally kill you while they living their best life. So what I would suggest, and I did not want to go there like this on your birthday, Sean.
Hey, you know what, Joe? This is
I'm
actually
sorry,
good for
brother.
today.
I'm
Because
sorry.
being 44 now, right? What I learned all last year in 43, the level of vulnerability we need to display as men, black men, the level of vulnerability,
Yeah,
the level of openness and transparency. We need this moment, Joe. Somebody
yeah.
watching this
So
later, we need
yeah,
this moment right here.
yeah. So you know, and it's funny because sometimes it takes folk who really know me, especially back home. You know, it's hard for me to go home to Memphis because, mind you, though it was my humble beginnings, and big ups to my people. Uh, y'all just don't know how God blesses me in ways that I say, God, how did you bless me like this? But big ups to my humble beginnings. Y'all might need to check out a little store online called Humble Beginnings. They do a lot of stuff for your city, different cities throughout the nation. I love them brothers. I love them for a reason. And I can't tell what I'm all invested in or what I'm about. But once again, you listen. If my mother, who carried me for 9 months, can discard me like I was trash, but I still love her. Still yearned for her love until the day she left this planet. Now, don't get me wrong. God knew that she could never be the mother I needed her to be. She was literally just the vehicle to get me here. He knew that Earlene Anderson and Lois Anderson was meant to be my parents. He knew that. He knew the moment that Earlene couldn't have children, that he had a child for her. See, don't let folks write you off, count you out, talk about what can't happen. See, the woman who raised me, who was raped and beaten to the point she couldn't have no children at the tender age of 15 by the man that she was married to. See, God allowed her to go through that trauma because he knew she had me coming. Though she didn't carry me and get me here, he had a child for her. And she raised me like I was a little prince of Egypt. So once again, stop talking about what you ain't got and what you want, because I yearn for my biological mother. I yearn so much for my biological mother. I treated the mother that God gave me not to the best. I'll say that. Let me raise my hand. I heard yesterday an argument on radio about can a woman raise a man to be a man? And a guy was arguing about, and hold on. Let me say this. A man can raise a woman to be a woman, and a woman can raise a man to be a man. It's not optimal for that to happen, but it can happen. And if it does happen, and it's a single parent home, be it male or female, and they have to raise somebody who's not, if a single parent male has to raise a woman, or a single parent mother has to bring a male, they can do it, and the person can come out super fine, A-okay. Because you can have a two-parent home and they can raise a kid, and that kid can come out to be the most messed up kid on the planet. It's about a mindset, and it's about how one positions himself to say, I'm either going to what did I say yesterday, Sean? We're going to what? We either going to find a way, we're going to make a way. See, when you start making up in your mind that you going to do better, then you just don't settle for nothing else. See, last night was my challenge. I could have ran down to this non-melanated person everything these folks did to me and made that person not like this organization or these people. I didn't do that. I just told them I'm no longer associated with it. However, if you'd like to make that donation of $1,000, let me get you the contact information of the individual. That person said, oh, no. If you're not associated with it, I was going to make the donation in your name. Why would I make a donation in your name to something you're not associated with? Tell me what you would like for me to donate this money to. I said, give me 5 days. Not only am I going to let you do it, I'm going to do it too, because I'm not a charity case. Let's both donate to something that we feel is worthy for this season. Listen, y'all, find something out there and watch this. Forgive, and the Bible says also forget. I'm not Jesus. I'll forgive you, but I can't forgive. I can't. Oh, I'm sorry. See there? Hold on, child. I'm back. like the thing. I'm dead. I'm alive. I'm dead again. I'm alive again.
Yeah. And you
Look,
know what, Joe?
go ahead. Go ahead.
Nothing extreme, but like I've had various things in my life recently where see it's something to have to forgive, but give forgiveness, right? And whenever you do something to somebody and ask for forgiveness, but it's different whenever you're the one giving the
Right.
forgiveness. When the ball
Right.
is in your court to forgive, that's an entirely different dynamic.
Hey,
Not many courts have to look at that.
Sean, I see it every day in my profession. It ceases to amaze me how folk will come to me and say, man, y'all need to go arrest little boo-boo. Little boo-boo out here terrorizing everybody. Little boo-boo broke into my house last night. Little boo-boo pulled a gun out on me. Little boo-boo tried to shoot my daughter, tried to shoot my son. But soon as your son or daughter, who's little boo-boo, do it, you the first one talking about, hey, when you find them, have mercy on them. Be nice now. You know that child had a rough life now. Come on now. Don't, it's like I tell folk, ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. And let me say it again. Some of y'all walking around here high, mighty, Mercedes and BMW driving, $500,000 house living, Louis, Gucci wearing, but nobody knows where the nose goes when the doors close.
And you know what, Joe? We spoke about
Only you
prayers
know
a
how
little
you
while
got
ago.
it. Huh?
We spoke on prayers a little while ago. Whenever
Come
I was
on.
in that situation, when I was being asked for forgiveness, I had to ask God to change my heart.
Hold on.
That's a whole different prayer
Hold
to
on.
change my heart.
Hold on. John, when I really got to the level that me and guys started talking to one another, I was calling folks who were hanging the phone up on me. Watch what I did. Hey, how you doing? Man, you got the nerve to call me? Yeah, I just called to tell you I apologize. Huh? For what? For the lies, for the relationship, for the way things went. Oh, you can kiss my ass. I understand that. And I understand how you feel. And guess what? I may have felt the same way if this phone call came to me, but I'm calling you from my heart to apologize. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And here's the thing, when you release that thing, regardless of how the other person on the other side responds, in your releasing it, there is freedom. See,
Joe, look
I
how I
saw
look at it.
somebody yesterday, and I know I'm going to live long and prosper. I'm going to live a long life and prosper. And prosperity is not necessarily the car I drive or the house I live in, but it's the peace that resides on my life. See, I could be transparent and give that up. Like the story I gave earlier, that somebody's going to run back and show to somebody, say, man, Joe was on there crying again. And I'll never get over my mother abandoned me.
No,
Never.
and we need more tears. We need more.
Hold it. I will never do that. And I'll be honest with you. There have been some good women that I have been in romantic relationships with who suffered because I hadn't got over my abandonment from my mother. Understand, the first woman who loved me did something horrible to me, which really put me in a place that I ain't trusted women ever since I had the discovery of what happened, because it made things click together. Then I said, oh, wait a minute. If she did that to me, what could you do to me? So understand, we've got to watch how we treat folks. I got folks running around here right now on social media, and Shad, I'm on. It's 43 minutes past the hour. It's your birthday. We're going to dedicate the last 15 minutes to you saying whatever you want to say and how you want to say it. But I got to say this in 2 minutes. Stop being these Facebook moguls, these Facebook, you bigger than life, these Facebook, look at me, these Facebook, I'm the community this, I'm the community that. Just be you. I do this podcast. I drive this bus every morning. And guess what? Friend or foe, if you call me and say you need to get on this bus and talk about whatever you want to talk about, you're welcome to come on. Because guess what? The information that you give the community is bigger than whatever issue we have with one another. I tell you, I am a man of the people, for the people, and with the people. Even if you and I have an issue, but what you're doing is for the greater good of everyone else, and you need to use my platform to talk about it, come on in. Let's talk. And let's get that information out to help other folks. All right, family. Next 15 minutes belongs to none other.
I want to say something to what you just said about forgiveness. I look at the parallel to giving, right? Like when I'm driving around, I'm a giving person. If something strikes my heart to put that window down and give a man some change out my car or give a man some dollars, my daughter one time said, "Don't you know when the man take the money, he might go and buy this and that?" I said, "Hey, it's not my business." I did my part between me and God. God, something struck my heart to give him whatever. But he walk off and go do whatever he do. I can't control that. So when that phone call get made and I give my plea for forgiveness, oh, Sean, kiss my whatever. Hey, I took it and I released it. I did my part. I can't control what you gonna do on your side of the phone.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is the birthday of the birthday boy himself, Sean P. Sean, look, man, 44 revolutions around the sun. I pray that you have 4,444 more. If not in the physical, in the spirit, because your spirit is a light and a beacon to young men and women, black and brown folks, that that you can do it. You like me, a lot of folks don't understand. They ain't figured it out, but you grind, and every week you are with some of the biggest authors in the world, speaking about their books, speaking about their projects, their former projects, their up and coming projects. You yourself is an accomplished author, many books. Watch Your Kick. I still got my autographed copy of Watch Your Kick. Y'all go get it. If you ain't got it today, go get it. Bless my boy Sean P. I'm not telling you to send him nothing for his Cash App. Go buy his book and read it, and it'll bless you. It'll bless you. Sean, the mic is yours.
I just want to say that I'm so grateful and I'm so thankful. And I want to thank Joe for, 100 Black Man giving me a chance on Truth Be Told every day to come here and do what I do. On the days whenever I'm not here and I can't be here, it really, really hurt me. It really pains me. I even tell my wife, like, man, I got to go to Joe tomorrow, man. Like, I really appreciate the audience. I love this platform. I love Joe. I want to keep on doing this work, man. My grandparents that raised me, they did it until they died. You know what I'm saying? To the last day they did what they did. So hopefully with this, I'll do it to my last day as well, man. Put it like that.
So Sean, let me talk. Let me say something that we need to do, because I need to do it. It's 13 minutes to the top of the hour. Y'all got to pay attention to what's going on. So in the municipality we live in, me and Sean both live in the great state of Louisiana. And Louisiana is known for about two things. One thing, probably above all, when you name Louisiana, most folks name two things off the bat. They say New Orleans and they say Mardi Gras. We have a Mardi Gras controversy in the city that we live in. And I think the controversy is who do you include and who do you exclude? And understand this, just like right now, if you're watching the news cycle, what they don't tell you is with these boat strikes that are occurring in Venezuela, where folks are alleged drug dealers and drug smugglers, I want y'all to pay attention, because they're basically saying if you are a drug dealer or a drug smuggler coming from Venezuela, our job is not to apprehend you. Our job is to kill you. Now, listen to what I just said. If you are a drug smuggler or a drug dealer, my job is not to apprehend you, to put you through a criminal justice system to try you for the crimes But because you are doing XYZ and I deem that that shouldn't be done, I have the right to execute you. Pay attention, because if they can do it there, they can do it here.
Now,
Go
Joe, you're a
ahead.
military man. Tell the audience, educate the audience if you can, what a double tap is. That phrase being used a lot the past like 24 hours. The double tap.
Well, in the circles of those who understand firearms, a double tap is 2 to the chest and 1 to the head, or 1 to the chest and 1 to the head. It's normally bang, bang, bang. That's a double tap. It normally goes like
That's
this.
the Mozambique, huh?
Right. But understand this. I don't care what you've done. Because I think we all, if we really be transparent and real, and a lot of us can't be real because our skeletons are that dirty in the closet that if folks really knew some stuff you did, they would question who you really are. So you find people like me whose dirty drawers have been on display for a long time. And you say, well, I ain't Joe Dupree. You know, Joe this, Joe that. Okay, talk about me all you want to. Like I say, nobody knows where the nose goes when the doors close. But understand this. Nobody deserves a death sentence without due process. I don't believe anybody deserves a death sentence from another man unless it is in combat or God himself says do so. Now, that's just me. That's just me. That's just me. Now, once again, everybody don't see it how I see it. You know, and then somebody had the audacity a few weeks ago to have a long lecture with me and said, if somebody killed your grandson, would you want to see him dead? My response was, yes, I would want to see them dead. Would I consent to it? I don't know. Because ultimately, you've got to carry the weight of whatever decision. I know I've made some horrible decisions in my life, and I'm still carrying the weight from those decisions today. Sometimes you got to weigh the cost of a thing, and too many times we just
But you
jump
know,
in foot first, head first. Ooh, take me through there, take me through
but
there. That's how
well,
we
you
do it.
crazy.
Go ahead,
You crazy. But
go
Joe,
ahead.
you know, the nature of our jobs that we've had to be around actual dead bodies or to see a person soul leave their body. I think unless you have been around and seen that, you wouldn't answer that question that fast.
Right,
Only if you
right,
haven't seen it. Oh yeah, I want it. Because guess what? That still don't bring your grandchild back.
right,
So
right.
do I
Hold
want
on.
to see another person's soul leave their body and
Right,
the psychological trauma on myself? Is that worth it?
right. Hold on. Once again, we started this off about. I think people, because people are spiritually in these commercialized religious institutions, taught about death the wrong way. Okay. That's my opinion. So I'm not gonna go down there because I don't need you pastors. If I have another pastor in my inbox or calling my phone acting like I'm a lost soul, let me say it again. I used to eat at McDonald's. I don't anymore. I wish somebody would call me from McDonald's and say, hey man, we don't see you here no more. And guess what I would tell them? The food that you have on the menu is no longer nourishment to my body. Now, I'm trying to be polite to some of you pastors, preachers, teachers, politicians, bishops, and prophets and prophetess. Y'all worry about your connection with God. Trust me, I got my own. Okay. So I don't want y'all to get at me and be in my inbox and be in my phone acting like I'm a lost soul. No, I just don't need to be in a commercialized place to get what I can get by reading myself. Thank you, Sean P, because you made me realize that reading is fundamental. Go ahead, sir.
To clarify for the audience, the double tap. So these guys are on a boat and a
Mm-hmm.
drone hit the boat, right? Drone strike.
Right,
They're
right,
now floating on some debris, trying to
right,
survive. They hit them again, which is not legal. It's a
right.
war. And
Because
we're not even at war.
but watch this. That's see, there comes the conundrum. Since there has not been a declaration of war, because I talked to a friend of mine who is a JAG officer. He said, what y'all don't seem to realize, because once again, he said there's a difference between Facebook and social media law and the law. Because there has not been a declaration of war, those individuals are not considered prisoners of war. So guess what? There's a different set of rules of engagement, even though this happened. Because you got to understand, there are some clandestine, hold on. If you don't believe what you see when you watch Mission Impossible and Ethan Hunt, that stuff happens every day all over the world. There are clandestine organizations who have no ties to, however, represent the interests of all the time at work, doing nefarious things. That when it comes down, it, like they say, should you or any member of your team be caught or captured, the president will disavow your existence.
Hey, Joe, besides books, this is why I love movies. You're a movie guy as well. When you watch something like The Lioness on Paramount Plus, The Lioness, you watch some of the Jack Reacher, Jack Ryan, you watch some of the other things. There's some truth to all these things.
Come on.
You have actual military guys that write these books. So they can't put everything in there, but they got some things in there.
Come on. Come on, hold up. Once again, while we all here laughing and joking, hi, kikiing, and don't get me wrong, we're celebrating 44 rotations around the sun for Sean P. None of y'all paid attention because y'all were too busy worried about Diddy and other stuff that really, don't get me wrong, is news, but doesn't have that much relevance. That NASA announced there's more than one moon orbiting the Earth, and ain't nobody really even went, huh? Wait a minute, hold on. I only see one moon. How you predicting that there's another? Where is this? Hold it. Watch this. They had said there's more than one moon orbiting the Earth right now, and this other moon just showed up from we don't know where. Because somebody asked the question, because I had to go back and watch the NASA press conference. There's a person who said, excuse me, where did this moon come from?
But you know what it is, Joe? It's a mental fatigue, right? I realize this during the pandemic. It's so many things that they let bombard us to where now we're lethargic, right? During the pandemic, toward the beginning of the pandemic, we all trying to find masks, we all trying to find hand sanitizer. They said in the Washington Post, they said in the Washington Post about having an unidentified object, but they called it an unidentified aerial something. They changed the acronym up.
Right.
Blatantly just said it, and nobody batted an eye.
Right.
I was like, wait a minute, this is weird.
Right.
This is a Men in Black type stuff. But we're so tired now. George Floyd and this person getting shot, this person, Trump doing this. People are tired, Joe. People are mentally they're synthesized.
Okay, so watch this. They made the announcement yesterday. Now, y'all didn't even catch that. They made the announcement yesterday about the investment into the children of now listen to what I'm saying, middle class families. Go back and listen carefully, because I had people they tell y'all they're going to send y'all a $2,000 check, y'all lose your mind. Everybody started talking about, man, I can't wait to get my $2,000 from the tariffs. Yesterday, they literally cut out all poor folks in the equation. They didn't say we're investing into children. They said middle-class children. So in other words, not only is there a cap, there is also a floor. So that means if you're below the floor, you ain't involved in all these billions of dollars of investment into these newborns. You have to fall within the parameters. Go ahead, Sean.
I don't want to cut your knowledge off. I had a point to make though. You and I and Brother Bowtie discussed. I asked y'all a question about, you realize the amount of billion-dollar companies that's selling and folding right now? So I just saw last night, Prada has bought Versace. competitor.
Mm-hmm.
So not a couple companies here and there. In my opinion, watching things, I'm seeing a bunch of multi-billion-dollar companies, sport teams, everything, and they're folding, they're pushing in their chips, they're cashing in. I want to know why. Joe.
Hold on, Sean. Let's get deeper. There right now major industries that you go and shop at, Costco, Walmart, Target, who is suing the government over the tariffs. They made it crystal clear. Guess what? We're suing over these illegal tariffs where we have raised the prices to all you consumers and made you pay for it because we didn't pay for the tariffs. You paid for the tariffs, but we're suing on your behalf. But guess what? You won't get one penny of that money back because we're suing.
So, Joe, you know this more than you connect them more than me. Are they closing the candy on the mall? Is that going to really happen? Or is that just hearsay?
Truthfully, brother,
is that hearsay?
Let's just be honest about the evolution of mall. Because of this apparatus that we're on right now, which is called the internet, streaming, the World Wide Web, and commerce, e-commerce that travels through this apparatus, a lot of things have changed. There were more people out and about this year in venues of shopping during Black Friday, but less money was spent. It was like, we just want to get out and get some fresh air, walk around, look at things, make comparison, but they're back home doing this. How do I know it's happening in my house? I got package after package after package showing up at my door. We're not out there in the thing shopping. I have, hold on, I would go get them. I have right now a pair of Air Pegasus. Air Pegasus. I love Air Pegasus. I'm an avid runner. I'm an avid shoe freak. But I have some Air Pegasus right now that I could not get anywhere in my region. The color scheme was impossible for me to get. I had inquired. I had went to Dick's. I had went to every place. I said, do you have this color scheme? No. I had to order it. That's the only way I got what I really wanted. And so many people are doing that these days. When they want something, they go and ask the local retailers. And if the local retailers don't have it, or better yet, if they have it, before I buy it, I ask them, will you match a price if I find that price out there that's cheaper? And if they say no, then I say, no problem. I go get it somewhere else.
Man, Joe, I heard they're closing down so many Foot Lockers.
Yes.
Now, me being a sneakerhead, I was back in the 90s. And
hold on, just hold on, y'all. Keep talking. Hold on.
Foot Locker, Foot Action, Stamps. That was my spot, man. So you mean I can't just walk in the store and look at the wall and pick out a shoe and then try the shoe on and walk around a little bit to see if I like? I can't do that no more.
Sean.
That hurt my heart, man.
Look, I ain't just telling y'all. Look, hold on. So let me show you. Because I got so many compliments this weekend from this. I could not find this scheme anywhere. It's gray and white with the lime green. Man, I was trying to find this scheme.
Nice.
Man, I got to get it. Now, here's the crazy thing. I ain't gonna tell nobody. No, let me stop that. Hold up. Let us not withhold the information. Let us be real.
Yeah.
So the shoe was like $220 in Dick's. The cheapest I found that shoe in my local area was $220. I didn't pay $220 for the shoe. I did not. I went on eBay. I made phone calls. I vetted folks. I talked to folks. I went on eBay. Now, it took me about 3 weeks to get the shoe, but I saved a lot of money. I saved a whole evening out on the town money buying this shoe. And it's the authentic shoe. Because I was like, if it ain't authentic, I don't want it. So I vetted, if you are willing to put in the work and look and see what you need to do, you can find stuff See, that's why I think malls are dying. Because number one, the overhead way too high, you wind up paying probably anywhere from 20 to 30% more for something that you can go online and get. And at the end of the day, a penny saved is a penny earned. The money I saved on this shoe, even though I had to wait a little bit longer to get it, the wait was worth it because I could take that money and invest it. Actually, I could probably buy some stocks and bonds with that money. See, once again, that's why I just think this thing called the mall, there's an evolution going on when it comes down to the mall. The mall is becoming, in my days, John, when I was young, we had a place called Woolworths. Okay.
Yeah.
We had a thing called Sears and Roebuck, and they had a catalog. Folks would order from the Sears and Roebuck catalog.
Come on, man, the wish list, the wish book. Come on, man.
Hold it. These things don't exist no more. These things have evolved into the Amazons, to the Primes. So understand, there is always an evolution. And if you don't get on the evolutionary train, you will be left behind and become extinct. We will be digging up your fossil, dusting it off, talking about, welcome to a place we used to call the mall. Because you can't find a Woolworths right now. Show me a Woolworths. Show me a Ward. Show me a Montgomery Ward. How many of y'all remember Montgomery Ward? Okay.
Let me paint a little small picture for those that watch. I'm 44 today. We just said that, right? In one generation, my one lifetime, Joe, about 20, 30 years ago, I'm from Franklin, Louisiana, by the way, small town Franklin, about an hour from Lafayette. It was a big deal to drive to Lafayette and go to the mall, Joe.
Yes, sir. It was a big deal to drive anywhere to the mall. I came from a small place in Tennessee. Jackson, Tennessee was the closest place. We had a place called Old Hickory Mall. If you wasn't at Old Hickory Mall, something was wrong with you.
Going to the mall was a big deal. Even if I wasn't really buying something, just walking around the mall, just perusing the food court. Everybody out there is just, it's like it's a festival. It's a fest. It's festive. But not going to the mall like a ghost town. All these closed down shops, all the gates down, all the food court places closing down. It's like, that's crazy, man. In one lifetime, how that just shift like that, man.
No, I mean, listen, you can name it. How many of y'all know about Montgomery Ward? How many of y'all know about Woolworths? How many of y'all know about Kmart? Kmart, I don't think is in existence anymore.
I don't believe.
So understand. Pay attention.
But
what might be working today may not work tomorrow. There are more folks. Listen.
Piggly Wiggly.
Okay, hold on. Now there's still some pigs around, the pig that wigs and all that. But listen, I just want y'all to pay attention because listen, I'm gonna tell you something that I laugh about the most. You a Navy man, I'm an Army man. You prior Navy, I'm prior Army. You 44, I'm 58. My son is 38. Lieutenant Commander in the Navy. If I wanted to right now, and I don't know where my son's at. I think he's in Jordan. He might be somewhere else. But if I wanted right now to speak to my son, let me show you how evolution comes. When I was in the military and my parents wanted to speak to me, they couldn't speak to me until I got said currency from said country I was in and made a call on said phone system in said country to my parents. And I had to do the change of hours. I had to say, okay, it's this time here, it's that time there. And if they were at home, then I could talk to them. I can pick this up right now and attempt to call my son. Video call my son. Do. If he picks up, he'll talk to me. And here's the crazy thing. If he picks up, wherever he picks up, he'll talk to me. He could be in a missile silo. He'll be like, hey, Dad, what's going on? You know, I'm on duty right now. I'm kind of busy. Is everything okay? And I'll be like, okay, son, we'll talk later. Back in my day, if you were in a top secret facility or a secret facility, or if you were on a war vessel or on anything that the government deemed there's nobody's business but our business, pick up the phone and watch what happened.
Now, Joe, even in my day, when the cell phone kind of started first coming out, remember they had something called nighttime minutes?
Yes, sir.
That's 9 o'clock. So I'm stationed in California, but my girlfriend going to LSU. It's a 2-hour time difference. Don't you know how many times I ran out of minutes trying to call? I just trying to call her, and then before nighttime minutes. Like that was happening.
Right.
Right. So
once
the phone
again,
call on the payphone.
So once again, on Sean's birthday, we talking about evolution. Understand, if you do not embrace evolution, you will become extinct. And too many times, we're too busy trying to make great what was yesterday's news. They talking Bitcoin while we talking stocks and bonds. We behind the 8 ball. Family, get up to speed. Start paying attention to what's going on. Start asking yourself, because folks went crazy yesterday with the Dales and President Trump announcing about this $1 billion investment into the children. Well, your children you have to have a family structure that qualifies for the investment. There is a ceiling and there is a floor. And some of you are above the ceiling and some of you are below the floor. I'm more concerned about the people under the floor because they ain't doing nothing to help the poorest of the poor.
And Joe, the economy is so crazy. You know, tax season coming up pretty soon. First one is still bottom line number for the year. Like, wait a minute, I made that much?
Right.
Still don't feel like it.
Right.
It's still considered above the floor.
Listen.
Your kids going to college, they still can't get certain things because, well, your parents made this much. That don't mean nothing.
Right.
Daughter still need what she need.
Family.
That's not nothing no more, Joe.
Listen, I ask it again. Once again, you know, I am amazed. Let me make you laugh. And I love folks who, and I ask myself, why do you despise me? I had a person tell a person, and it got back to me from this past weekend. Boy, I wish I had the access to the Bayou Classic that Joe Dupree has. I don't know how that son of a gun got all that. Work. I'll be the first one to tell y'all. I talk more ish than a Japanese radio made in Spain. But Sean, I work. People don't know.
They think they want it. They don't want it, though. Heavy is the head. Heavy is the head.
What? Listen, brother, I still right now on my phone have over 400 texts, over 110 phone calls that I had to deny because during the Bayou Classic on NBC, I'm on the sidelines and they sent the camera over toward us when I was talking to my former boss, Doug Williams, the first black quarterback to win a Super Bowl, Grambling grad like myself, that I worked for 3 years of my life in media relations. Doug is my friend. Doug is my friend. Doug has always, and Doug, every time I see him, he always asks me, man, you ready to come with me? And guess what I tell him? No. Because once again, I know how it is to work for this man. Great man to work for, but he working at places that I'm good where I'm at. I'm in my place and my purpose. Man, people calling me, man, I saw the hat you had on, blah, blah, blah. Let me give big shout outs to Cliffany. Cliffany, listen, y'all need to get crowned by Cliffany. If you need a custom made hat, that is a custom made hat. You won't find another hat like that on the
That was a bad hat. That was bad.
On the planet. That was a custom made hat from Cliffany, and Cliffany, my girl. And guess what? Watch this. Every Essence and every Bayou Classic, I get a custom suit, and I'm going to start I'm starting a new tradition. I'm going to get a custom hat. So if you need a custom suit, see my man Harold Baptiste. He has a hell of a haberdashery. If you can't see Harold, go see my brother William Bates. See, I ain't got a problem. And guess what? Harold ain't gave me one advertising dollar, and nor has William Bates. But guess what? I will tell everybody to go use these brothers because they're good brothers doing good business. See, you don't have to invest in me. My investment comes from God. I'm trying to tell you, Cliffany hasn't given me one investment dollar, and she did not give me a discount on the hats. Your price is your price.
Let me tell you before I get out of here, Joe. if a person was hypothetically said, Sean, I want the Sean P experience. I want to get that from you. So I might do 13 hours of prep for a 1 hour show.
Come on.
I might do 13 hours on this to do all these notes, make all these questions you hear me saying, and do all the promo, and do the flyer.
You read the book. You read the book. Your books have little bookmarks in it. Little highlight. Look at that. That man been in that book. He been in that book.
Most shows I do before the guests come on that mic, I have read your book twice. That's why I can ask certain questions. I know the book thoroughly. Now on the Breakfast Club, I don't want to say too many names. You might go on their show, they ain't even reading the book, Joe. They're asking you surface level questions. So if you want, come and take a week on the Sean P experience, and we gonna find out how you feel about it afterwards.
All right, Sean. I know it's
your birthday. Think you want the crown. You think you want it.
Right. You don't know the work. You don't know the work. You really don't know the work. You don't know the work, the loss, the friendless nights, the alone nights, the times I had to be just me, myself, and I grinding. Like, believe it or not, I didn't go to sleep until 2 o'clock this morning, putting in work, putting in video game work, you know, and had to wake up getting some stuff done.
Do they think I'm fresh right now? They think I'm fresh? I hope they don't think I'm fresh.
Hey,
no, you saw me last night do this show, right? I did this.
Yes,
I went to work.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I ain't seen the house yet.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I ain't seen the house yet. Not the bed. I ain't seen the house yet.
Sean P, 15 minutes after. Happy birthday to you, man. Let me let it where you can get up out of here and enjoy your birthday.
Man. Always have a great time. This has been an awesome start to the birthday, right? Definitely appreciate y'all. Love Joe Dupree, man. Yes, come and check out the Sean P experience. Did a Grand Slam show about 11 hours ago. Go on YouTube right now. Click it, subscribe, give me some comments. I love answering comments. I take pride in that. I love every one of y'all so much. Have a blessed, safe day. Thank you, Joe.
Hey, man. Y'all, listen. I didn't run Sean's Cash App. I didn't say what you need to do, but I will say this. He has a book called What's Your Kick? Don Polidor. Go get the book. Support the brother. Buy his book. That's one of his books. He is a multifaceted author who has many books. The one I like is What's Your Kick? Because that's really the first book that Sean introduced to me that is Sean. And I got an autographed copy from Sean, and I love the book. Because you got to figure out what's your kick, baby. Happy birthday, Sean P. May God bless you many, many more, and enjoy your day. Let me get up out of here. Remember, family, be better today, because I'm a paper chaser. I got that block on fire. I remain until the moment I aspire. I know what it is to make something out of nothing. Be better today than you were yesterday. And do something today to bless somebody some way that there's no earthly way they could ever pay you back. And always remember that there is no secret what God can do. What he has done for others, willing he can do for when God is with you. Nothing, no one. Be blessed. Have a great day. Tomorrow is Friday Junior. We up out of here. Work it out Wednesday. Enjoy this day. Peace.